evening, dear parents, students, grandparents, and my dear colleagues. It's wonderful to see you all gather here to cheer and to witness the play of Grade-8 Dove section, Shakespeare's comedy. May I request all of you to switch off your phones or put them in silent mode. All eyes on the stage, please.
Good evening, dear parents, teachers, and beloved friends. We welcome you to the annual play done by the children of Grade-8 Sloka. Today, we present to you The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare. It is the story of two daughters, the younger famous for her beauty, as the older for her shrewish temper. Many suitors beg for the hands of the fair Bianca, while all despise Catherine.
However, when it is decided that Catherine must wed first, all the suitors join hands to find a man, which they do, who is foolish or brave enough to marry her. Courageous and handsome Petruchio, a proud and stubborn man, says he can do it. So, will the tamer tame the shrew, or will the shrew tame the tamer? Well, you just have to see.
So please sit back, switch your phones off.
You better do! Sister!
Please enjoy this play put together.
Because I have always longed to see Padua and its famous university. I wanted to stop here on my way to fertile Lombardy, that pleasant garden of great Italy. And now, thanks to my father's love and approval and your own good company, here I am. So, my trusty, dependable servant, let's rest here a while and begin a course on intellectual studies. I was born in Pisa, famous for its serious citizens, along with my father, Vincentio, of the Bardari family. He was a successful merchant and a world traveler, and it now seems fitting that I, Vincentio's son, brought up in Florence, should fulfill all my father's hopes for me, and increase his wealth by my own virtuous deeds. And therefore, Trenio, I will study virtue for now, in that area of philosophy that discusses how to achieve happiness through virtue. But tell me what you think of all this, for I have left Pisa and come to Padua, and now I feel like I've left a puddle behind and jumped into an ocean, hoping to quench my thirst.
Pardon me, my gentle master. I agree with everything you've said, and I'm glad that you followed through with your decision to study all the pleasures of sweet philosophy. Only, good master, while we're studying all this admirable virtue and moral discipline, let's not become stoics or stars. You gain no profit from something you take no pleasure in. In short, sir, study what you enjoy.
Many thanks, Trenio, for the good advice. If beyond other would come ashore now, we could find a place to stay where we would entertain all the friends we would make here in Padua. But wait a minute. Who are all these people?
Master, maybe it's a gathering to welcome us to town.
Gentlemen, stop pestering me about this. You know that my mind is made up. I won't let my younger daughter marry until I found a husband for the elder one. So if either of you loves Catherine, you have my permission to court her as you please.
To court her is more likely.
Please, sir, is it your intention to make a laughing stock of me in front of these maids?
Maids, girl? What do you mean by that? You won't have any maids until you improve your temper.
Oh, don't worry, sir. You don't need to worry about being my husband. Indeed, marriage doesn't appeal to my heart. Even if it did, the only thing I don't want to do is knock your head with 3 days to scratch your face and make you mine.
May God preserve us from all devils like her.
And me too, good Lord.
Gentlemen, I want to make good on what I've said. So, Bianca, go inside and don't let this make you unhappy. For I'll never love you as any less, my girl.
what a spoiled pet. If she knew what she was doing, she would put on a show of weeping.
Sister, let yourself be happy in my unhappiness. Sir, I will humbly obey your will. My musical instruments and books are my only companions. I will go read and practice by myself. Sir Baptista, will you really act so unnaturally? I'm sorry that your goodwill towards Bianca should cause her grief.
Why would you cage her up in place of this woman from hell, Sir Baptista, and cause her grief because of her sister's star?
Oh, gentlemen, calm down. I've made my decision and I can't be swayed. So, Bianca, go inside. And I know that she loves her music, playing her instruments. So, I'll keep tutors in my house to instruct her. So, either of you, Sir Hortensio or Sir Gravio, know of any good tutors, please recommend them to me. I'll pay well for good teachers and won't spare anything in giving my children the best education possible. So, farewell, gentlemen. And Catherine, you may stay. And I have more to talk about with Bianca.
Well, I can go too, can't I? What? Do I have to start making appointments now? As if I didn't know when to come and when to go.
You can go straight to the devil. No one here can stand your gifts. We are all out of luck now. But because of my love towards Bianca, I will find her a suitable tutor and send him to her father immediately.
So will I, Sir Gremio. But wait, let me have a word with you first, please. Though we have always been opponents and never allies, now that you think about it, it's important for us both to regain access to our fair mistress Bianca so that we can once again be friendly rivals, competing for Bianca's love. But for that first, we have to work to achieve one thing.
And what's that?
Well, sir, to find a husband for her sister.
A husband? I say a devil.
I say a husband.
I say a devil. Do you really think her danger that there's a man foolish enough to marry hell itself? Even if her father is very rich.
Hush, Gremio. Even though you and I don't have the patience to put up with her loud cries, there are good fellows in this world. If only we could find them who would take her with all her faults and enough money.
I'm not sure. I'd rather take a dowry and be whipped in public every morning than to put up with her.
Well, as you say, it's a choice between two evils. But come, since this great obstacles makes us allies, let's be friends until we can find a suitable husband for Baptista's elder daughter. Then we can set the younger daughter free to be courted. Sweet Bianca, happy is the man who wins you. To the victor go the spoils. What do you say, Sir Gremio?
I agree with your plan. If we'll find Catherine a suitable husband, I will give him the best horse in Padua and send him to woo her immediately, marry her, and rid the house of her. Come on.
Please tell me, sir, is it possible that love could overpower a person so suddenly?
Oh, Shrew, I never thought it possible or likely until it happened to me. But see, while I stood here, watching all this unfold, I suddenly found myself struck with love. You are very trustworthy and dear to me, so I must plainly confess to you. Oh, Shrew, I'm on fire, I'm burning, I'm filled with longing. Shrew, I'll die if I cannot win this modest young girl for myself. Advise me, Shrew, for I know you can. Help me, Shrew, for I know you will.
Master, now is not the time to scold you. Affection can't be driven out of the heart. If love has really touched you, then there's only one thing to be done. Master, you spend so much time looking at the girl that you might have missed the heart of the matter here.
Oh yes, I saw the sweet beauty in her face.
Is that all you saw? Didn't you notice how she began to scold and cause such a ruckus that the human ears could hardly endure the noise?
Oh, Shrew, I saw her lips move and her breath perfumed the air. Everything I saw in her was holy and sweet.
Well then, it's time to wake him up from his trance. Master, wake up. If you love this girl, then start using your wits to figure out how to win her. This is how things stand right now. Her older sister is such a bad-tempered shrew that her father wants to get rid of her. He's keeping your beloved locked up at home until he can find a suitor for the elder sister and not letting any suitors bother her.
Oh, Treno, what a cruel father he is. But didn't you hear how he wanted to hire good tutors to instruct her?
Yes, I did, sir. And now I've got a plan.
I have it too, Treno.
Master, I think we both had the same idea at the same time.
Tell me your idea first.
You will be a tutor and offer to teach the girl. Is that your plan?
Yes, it is. Can it be done?
It's impossible. Who would take your place and be Vincenzo's son in Padua? Living in your house, studying your books, welcoming and dining with your fellow countrymen from Pisa.
Enough. Don't worry. I have it all figured out. No one has seen us yet. So no one knows which one of us is a master and which is a servant. So this is how it'll go. You will be the master trainer and replace me. You will maintain my rank, live in my house and keep servants, just as I would do. I, on the other hand, will be some other man. Some fellow from Florence or Naples or a low-ranking man from Pisa. Well, that's the plan. So let's do it. Train you, undress yourself at once and put on my colored hat and cloak. Like you're his master. But first, I'll persuade him to keep all this a secret.
That's very important, sir. Since this is what you want, and I am sworn to obey you, for that's what your father commanded me when we left, saying, serve my son. Although I don't think he had this in mind. I will pretend to be Lucencio, because I love the real Lucencio so much.
Good, Trainer, for the real Lucencio is also in love. I will become a slave if it will win me the heart of that girl whose appearance has bewitched my love-struck eyes. Here comes that rogue. Boy, where have you been?
Where have I been? The real question is, where are you? Master, has Trainio stolen your clothes? Or you have stolen his? Or both? Please tell me, Master. What's going on?
Boy, come here. This is no time for jokes, so get serious. Your fellow trainer here has taken on my outward appearance to save my life, while I have taken his in order to escape. I have been in a fight since we have come ashore, and I've killed a man. And I'm afraid that someone saw me. So for now, you must wait and train you like he's your master, while I make my escape and save my life. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
And don't ever let the name Trainio slip out. Trainio is now Lucencio.
All the better for him. I wish I could be Lucencio too.
I'd second your wish, boy, if it meant that the next wish gave Baptista's youngest daughter to Lucencio. I advise you to be discreet in the company of others. While we're alone, I'm Trainio, but everywhere else, I'm your master Lucencio.
Trainio, let's go. One more thing still has to be done, and it's up to you to arrange it. You must become another suitor to Bianca. Don't ask me why. Just trust that I have a good reason for doing this.
Farewell for now, Verona, for I have come to a most beloved friend, Hortensio, and I believe this is his house. Here, Gamio, knock, I say.
Knock, sir? Whom should I knock? Has any man rebuked your worship?
Villain, I say knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, sir? I don't think so it's appropriate for me to knock you, sir.
Villain, I say knock me at this gate and rap me well, or I knock your name's pain.
Oh, my master is getting angry. If I knock him first, we'll know who's going to be ending up sorry for it.
Why is this so hard? Well, man, if you won't knock, I'll ring. Ring your ears and make you sing. Now knock when I tell you, idiot peasant. What's the matter?
Is this my old friend Grumio? And my good friend Petruchio? How are all your family in Verona?
So, Hortensio, have you come here to break up this fig?
Get up, Grumio. We will settle this argument.
I don't care what he abused me in Latin for. If this isn't legal justification for me to leave his service, I don't know what is. See, sir, he asks me to knock him and pound him well. Is it appropriate for a servant like me to treat his master like that? Even if he's more drunk than drunk. Maybe I should have hit him first. Then I'd have felt better.
He's a senseless villain, God Hortensio. I asked this dog to knock on your door and couldn't for the life of me get him to do it.
Knock on your door? Oh God, didn't he clearly say, man, knock me here and pound me well? And now he claims it's knock on the door.
Be quiet or go away, I warn you.
Calm down, Petruchio. I'll vouch for Grumio. Why? This is so sad to see you two fighting. You and Grumio, your trusty cheerful servant of many years. But tell me now, sweet friend, what lucky wind blew you from old Verona here to Padua?
The wind that scatters young men throughout the world to seek their fortune away from home, where a few new experiences are to be had. But to be brief, Sir Hortensio, this is how it stands. My father is dead. And now, I've thrown myself into the world to try and marry and thrive as best as I can. I have money in my purse and property at home, so I've set off to see the world.
Petruchio, should I speak plainly then and offer you a shrewish and unpleasant wife? I don't think you thank me for my suggestion, but I promise you she's rich, or very rich. But you're my friend, so I won't push her on you.
Sir Hortensio, for good friends like us, only a few words are enough. So, if you know a woman good enough to be Petruchio's wife, and wealth is the biggest factor for me, it wouldn't matter if she was just as ugly. None of that would bother me or make me less keen to marry her. I have come to Padua to find a wife, and if she's wealthy, then I have found a good wife.
Look at that, sir. He's very straightforward in his intentions. If you give him enough gold, he'll marry a doll, a puppet if necessary. Nothing can bother him as long as money comes along with it.
Petruchio, since the conversation has gone this far already, I'll continue with what I meant, only as a joke. I can, Petruchio, have thee to a wife, with wealth enough, young, beautiful, and brought up as a noble gentlewoman. Her only fault, and it certainly is a big one, is that she's an unbearable shrew, disagreeable and willful, so much that if I was broke, I wouldn't want to marry her for a gold mine.
Quiet, Hortensio. You don't know the power of money. Tell me her father's name, and that is enough. I will pursue her, even if her scoldings are as loud as thunder in an autumn storm.
Her father is Baptista Minola, an agreeable and polite gentleman. Her name is Caterina Minola, famous in Padua for scolding tongue.
I don't know her, but I know her father, and he knew mine well when he was alive. I won't sleep until I see her, Hortensio. So I hope you can pardon me for cutting off this first meeting of ours, unless you want to come with me.
Oh, please, sir, let him go while this mood lasts. I swear, if she knew him as well as I did, she'll know how little scoldings affected him. At best, she'll come up with 10 or so horrible names to call him. Why? That's nothing. Once he starts, he'll rant and rave and throw his rope tricks around, which will completely disfigure her. You don't know him, sir.
Oh, wait, Petruchio. I must go with you, for my own treasure is in Baptista's keeping too. He has my precious jewel hidden away in his fortress. His youngest daughter, the beautiful Bianca. He keeps her away from me and her other suitors, as he assumes it will be difficult for Catherine to ever find a husband. So Baptista has therefore set down this rule. No one shall have access to Bianca until Catherine the Cursed have got a husband.
Catherine the Cursed. Of all titles for a maid, that is the worst.
Now, my friend Petruchio will do me a favor. Present me disguised in somber robes to Baptista as a teacher, well versed in music, to instruct Bianca. With this disguise, I'll at least have time and permission to be with Bianca alone, and then I can court her once more.
What a nice trick. See how the young folks put their heads together to deceive the old? Master, who is that? Look behind you.
Romeo, hush, it's my rival for Bianca's love. Petruchio, let's watch for a while.
Oh, what a handsome young man. A real heartbreaker.
Oh, very well. I have read the list of books for Bianca. Now listen, sir. I want them very handsomely bound, and I want them to be books of love. No matter what, don't teach her any other lessons. Do you understand me? Above and beyond what Sir Baptista pays you, I'll add a hefty bonus to it. Take your booklets too, and have them well perfumed. For the lady we're going to is sweeter than perfume itself. What will you teach her?
Whatever I teach her, sir, I'll plead your case. You can be sure of that. I'll argue for you as strongly as if you're there yourself. And maybe you would be more successful than I would be, unless you were a scholar.
Oh, this learning! What an excellent thing it is!
Oh, this moron. What an ass it is.
Romeo, hush! God bless you, Sir Gromio.
Good to see you, Sir Hortensio. Do you know where I'm going? To see Baptista Minona. I have promised him that I will find him a suitable tutor for the fair Bianca. And my good luck has led me to this young man. His manners and learning are well suited for her needs, and is well read in poetry and other books. Good books, I assure you.
That's good. And I have met a gentleman who has promised to help us find a fine musician to teach our ladies. So I won't fall even a step behind into my duty to fair Bianca, my beloved.
My beloved, as my deeds will prove.
And as his money bag will prove.
Romeo, now is not the time to express our love. If you're willing to be polite and listen to me, I have news that's equally good for both of us. Here is a gentleman I met by chance. If we meet the terms he wants, he's willing to try and woo the shrewish Catherine. And yes, to marry her too, if her dowry is big enough.
If he'll do as he says, then that's good. But Hortensio, have you told him about all her flaws?
I know she's a gnawing, argumentative scolder. If that's all, then I see no problem.
No? Is that what you're telling me, friend? Where are you from?
I was born in Verona. I'm old Antonio's son. My father is dead, and his fortune is mine. And I hope to see many long, good days.
Oh, sir! Such a life with such a wife will be strange. But if you have the stomach for it, then Godspeed! I'll help you in everything you need. But will you really woo this white cat?
Why did I come here if not for that? Do you think a little noise can frighten me? Haven't I heard the lion's roar? And now, you warn me about some woman's tongue, which isn't even half as loud as a chestnut popping. For shame! Save your boogeyman to frighten children.
For he fears nothing.
Hortensio, listen! This gentleman has arrived at a fortunate time. I think for both of our good and his.
I promise that we will all contribute and pay the expenses for his courtship, whatever they turn out to be.
And so we will, as long as he wins Catherine.
I wish I could be sure of a good dinner.
God bless you, gentlemen. If I may be so bold, please tell me which is the best way to the house of Sir Baptista Minola. The man with two pretty daughters? Is that whom you mean? The very man beyond alone. Listen, sir. You're not looking for the daughters. Maybe I'm looking for the father and the daughter, sir. What is it to you?
Not the one who scolds, anyway, I hope.
I have no love for scolders, sir. Beyond alone, let's go.
So, a word before you go. Are you suited to the girl you asked about? Yes or no?
And if I am, is it a problem? Not if you get out of here without saying another word.
Why, sir? Don't I have just as much right to be out on the streets as you do?
But she doesn't.
For what reason, I ask you, sir?
For this reason, if you want to know, because she's the chosen beloved of Sir Grenier.
Because she's the chosen beloved of Sir Hortensio.
Calm down, sirs. If you're gentlemen, then be polite and hear me out. Baptista is a noble gentleman, one who knows my father. And even if his daughter was more beautiful than she already is, she still would be entitled to more than one suitor. And I will be one of them. Lucentia will woo her.
What? This gentleman will outtalk us all?
Well, let him sprint ahead for now. He's not likely to finish the race.
Hortensio, what's all this talk about? Sir, if I may be so bold as to ask you, have you even seen Baptista's daughter yet?
No, sir, but I hear he has two. One famous for her scolding tongue, and the other her beauty and modesty.
Sir, the first one's mine, so let her go by.
Yes, leave the labor to great Hercules.
Sir, let me make sure you understand this well. The youngest daughter, whom you long for, is kept locked away from all suitors by her father. He won't promise her to any man until the elder sister is married first. Then, and only then, will the younger one be free.
If that's true, sir, and you're the man who'll help us on, myself included, and you do break the ice and perform the incredible feat of winning the eldest daughter, thereby setting the younger free for all of us too, I'm sure whoever happens to win her won't be such a brute as to be ungrateful to you, sir.
Sir, you speak well and you understand well. And since you declare yourself a suitor, you must do as we already have and pay to this gentleman, to whom we all owe so much.
Sir, I won't be stingy. On that note, let's spend the afternoon drinking toasts to our beloved's health.
An excellent suggestion, fellows. Let's go.
It is a good suggestion, so let's do it. Petruchio, let me buy your drink as your host.
Sister, I beg you. Sister. Good sister. Don't talk with me and yourself by turning me into slave. I won't stand for that. But if it's my Judean clothes you want, untie my hands and I'll pull them off myself. Or I'll do anything else you command me to do. For I know that my duty is to obey my elders.
I order you to tell me which of your suitors you like best. And make sure you don't lie.
Believe me, sister, of all the men alive, I've never seen that special face that I could love more than any other.
You're lying, you hussy. It's Hortensio, isn't it?
If you love him, sister, you can have him. I swear, I'll even plead with him on your behalf.
Oh, then you probably prefer money. You'll choose old Gremio, who'll keep you dressed up in fine clothes and jewelry.
Are you really jealous of me? Because of him?
You must be joking.
And now I see that you have been joking this whole time.
Please, Sister Kate,
Untie my hands.
if you think that was a joke, then the rest was too.
What's going on, woman? How dare you? Bianca, step away from her. Poor girl, she's weeping. Go to some sewing and don't talk to her. For shame, you vicious creature, you devil! Why would you hurt her when she has done no harm to you? When you didn't speak a single cruel word to you?
Her silence mocks me, and I'll get my revenge on her.
What? Right in front of me? Bianca, go inside.
What? You can't even stand my presence? Now I see that she is your treasure. She must have a husband while I must dance barefoot on her wedding day and eat apes in hell. All because you love her the most. Don't speak to me. I will go cry and play until I can get my revenge.
Was there ever a man who suffered like I do? But who is coming? Good morning, neighbor Baptista. Good morning, neighbor Gremio. Hello and God bless you, gentlemen.
And you too, good sir. Now please tell me, haven't you a daughter named Catherine who's fair and virtuous?
I do have a daughter named Catherine, sir. You're being too blunt. Go about it with more ceremony.
You do me wrong, Sir Gremio. Let me continue. I'm a gentleman from Verona who's heard of your daughter's beauty and wit, her friendliness and bashful modesty, her wondrous talents and mild behavior. I've now so boldly come to see what I've heard reported, and to pay the price for my admission, I can present you with a servant of mine. He's very skilled in music and mathematics, and can instruct your daughter in these various fields of studies, which I know she's not a beginner in. Accept him or risk offending me. His name is Litio from Mantua.
You're welcome, sir. And he is too, for your sake. But as for my daughter Catherine, this much I know. She won't meet your expectations, and that's a pity for me.
I see that you don't intend to part with her, or else you don't like my company.
No, don't misunderstand me. I'm just stating the facts. Where are you from, sir? What name should I call you?
Petruchio's my name. My father is Sir Antonio, a man well known throughout Italy.
He is well known to me. You're welcome for his sake. With all due respect, Sir Petruchio, please let us poor petitioners get in a word too. Stand back, you're too forward.
Oh, pardon me, Sir Gremio. I'm just eager to get down to business.
I don't doubt it, but you'll regret your wooing if it's successful. Neighbor, this is a very gracious gift. I'm sure to express my own gratitude. He's skilled in Greek, Latin, and mathematics. His name is Cambio. Please accept his service. 1,000 thanks, Sir Cambio. Welcome, good Cambio. But gentle sir, you seem to be a foreigner. May I be so bold to ask you the reason for your coming?
Pardon me, sir, for the boldness is on my own. I'm a foreigner in your city, and I've come to make myself a suitor to your daughter, the fair and virtuous Bianca. I'm aware of your firm decision that your eldest daughter must marry first. But all I ask is that once you know who my parents are, you will make me as welcome and give me the same freedom and permission as Bianca's other suitors. As for the education of your two daughters, I am here to contribute a simple instrument and a small pack of Greek and Latin books. If you accept them, then they are very valuable indeed.
I see that your name is Lucentio. Where are you from?
From Pisa, sir. My father is Vincentio.
A mighty man of Pisa. I know him well by reputation. You're very welcome, sir. You take the lute, and you take the set of books. You will see your pupils right away. Hey, there inside. Boy, lead these gentlemen to my daughters and tell them that these are their tutors. So make sure to treat them well. We'll go for a little walk in the garden and then to dinner. Please know that you're very welcome here and make yourselves at home.
Sir Baptista, I'm in a bit of a hurry with this business, and I can't come wooing every day. You knew my father well, and through him me, the only heir to all his land and property, which have rather increased than depleted. So, if I can win your daughter's love, what dowry will I get in exchange?
20,000 crowns right away, and one half of my land after my death.
And on my side, if I die before she does, she'll get all my land and the rent to my property. Let's have contracts drawn between us, so both of us are sure to keep up the ends of our agreement.
Of course, once the most important thing has been obtained, her love that is everything.
Why, I tell you, for I'm as domineering as she's proud-minded. Two raging fires can cancel each other out. A little wind can make a fire great, but a great gust can blow a fire out.
Good luck with your wooing. May you be successful, but be ready for some unpleasant words.
Oh, I'll be well armed against them.
What's going on, my friend? Why do you look so pale?
If I look pale, it must be from fear.
What? Will my daughter turn out to be a good musician?
Why no? She'd do better as a soldier. Swords might withstand her, but never lutes.
What? You don't think you can break her to the lute?
Why no? She's broken the lute on me. All I told her was that she was using the wrong frets, and I told her to use the right fingering. And then she struck the lute right through my head. And then I stood there confused for a while. Was
girl. Oh, I can't wait to talk to her.
Well, come with me and don't be discouraged. Proceed with your lessons with my younger daughter. She's a quick learner and will be grateful for your help. Sir Petruccio, will you come with us or should I send my daughter Kate to you?
Please send her in. I'll wait for her here and woo her forcefully when she comes. If she scolds and rants, I'll tell her she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. And if she frowns, I'll tell her she speaks as cheerful as in morning roses freshly washed with dew. And if she refuses to marry me, I'll ask her for the date of the announcement and wedding. But here she comes. So Petruccio, speak. Hello, Kate. For Kate's your name, I hear.
You may have heard that, but you must be somewhat hard of hearing then. Those who talk about me, call me Catherine.
Why? You lie, I swear. For your name's plain Kate, and pretty Kate, and sometimes Kate the Shrew, but always Kate, and the prettiest Kate in God's kingdom. I've been moved to go to you as my wife.
Move indeed. Then let whoever moved you here come and remove you. I could tell at once that you were immovable.
Why? What do you mean by movable?
How about a stool?
Exactly. Come sit on me.
I'll test that out.
I swear, I'll strike you if you hit me again.
Then you lose your arms. If you strike me, you're not a gentleman. If you're not a gentleman, then you'll have no arms.
Are you a register for gentlemen, Kate? Oh, put me in your good books. Come, Kate, come. Don't look so sour.
Oh, that's just what I do when I see a crab apple.
Why? But there's no crab apple here, so don't look so sad.
Oh, but there is.
There is. Then show it to me.
If I had a mirror, I would.
What? You mean my face?
What a good guess for such a boy.
By St. George, I probably am too young for you.
Oh, but you're also wrinkled.
That's from worries and cares.
I don't care.
Now, Kate, you won't escape like that.
Let me go. I'll only irritate you if I stay.
No, not a bit. In fact, I find you exceedingly gentle. I was told that you were rough, scornful and sullen, but now I see that all those rumors are lies. For you're amusing, polite, not sharp-tongued, and as sweet as springtime flowers.
Go, fool. All your servants around, not me.
Did the goddess Diana have a grace of forest, like Kate does with her queenly walk?
And where did you memorize all this pretty talk?
It's off the cuff. It comes from my natural intelligence.
Hardly wise enough to keep yourself warm.
Indeed, I do intend to keep myself warm, Catherine. But enough chatter. Let's speak plainly. Your father has consented you to be my wife, and the dowry has been agreed upon. So whether you like it or not, I will marry you. I'm the only good husband for you, Kate. I swear by this light that lets me see your beauty. Your beauty that makes me love you. That must be married to no man but me. I was born to tame you, Kate, and change you for your own good. But here comes your father. So don't refuse my proposal. I must and will have Catherine as my wife.
Now, Sir Petruccio, how is it going with our daughter?
How much well, sir, how much well. It'd be impossible to go any other way.
And how about you, Dr. Catherine? Are you sad?
You dare to call me daughter? I swear, you've certainly shown a father's tender care in trying to marry me off to this lunatic, this crazed villain, and swearing fool who thinks that he can force his way through with enough gossip.
Father, it's like this. You and everyone else have talked about her have all been wrong. If she's a shrew, then it's for some crafty purpose. For she's not naturally willful, but is in fact as modest as a dove. To conclude, we've gotten along so well together that Sunday will be our wedding day.
I'll see you hanged on Sunday first.
Did you hear that, Sir Petruccio? She'll see you hanged on Sunday first.
Is this what you call success? So much for our hopes of freeing Bianca.
Be patient, gentlemen. If she and I are happy, then what's it to you? When we were alone, we agreed that she'd continue being a shrew in public. Oh, it's incredible to me. Give me your hand, Kate. I'm off to Venice now to buy clothes for our wedding. You invite the guests and plan the feast. I'll make sure that our Catherine will be beautifully dressed.
Was ever a match agreed upon so suddenly?
Truly, gentlemen, I am now playing the role of a merchant, and I have made a desperate bargain.
But your goods were gathering dust and annoying you. Now they'll either be able to bring you profit or be lost at sea.
The only profit I seek is a quiet, peaceful match.
But now, Sir Baptista, let's talk about your younger daughter. I am your neighbor and I was her first suitor.
And I am a man that loves Bianca more than words can express or your thoughts can guess.
Boy, you don't know how to love like I do.
Old greybeard, your love has frozen over.
Stand back, fickle boy, age is what nourishes.
Calm down, gentlemen. I'll settle this quarrel. Only deeds can determine the winner here. Whoever can offer my daughter the most wealth and property as her widow's inheritance will have Bianca's love. So tell me, Sir Gremio, what can you offer her?
First, as you know, I have a house in the city which is richly furnished with gold and china for her to wash her dainty hands. And at my farm, I have 100 cows and 120 oxes at my stables. Everything else I own is of a similar high value. So as long as I live, she will only be mine.
That only came just in time. Sir, listen to me. I am my father's heir and only son. If I may have your daughter for my wife, I will leave her 3 or 4 houses in rich Pisa. All of them as good as anything old Sir Gremio has here at Padua. Along with that, she'll get 20,000 crowns a year, which is what my land earns me. All of this shall be a marriage settlement. What, Sir Gremio? Have I discouraged you?
Well, 20,000 crowns plus a merchant ship, which is now docked in Marcellus Harbor. What, sir? Have I silenced you with a ship?
Gremio, it's well known that my father has no fewer than 3 or 4 merchant ships, 2 large galleys, and 12 smaller ones. I'll offer all of these to Bianca, and I'll double whatever you might offer next.
No, she can't have more than what I have.
Why? Then she's mine alone. Of all the men in the world, by your firm promise, Sir Gremio has been outbid.
I must confess that your offer is the best. And if your father can second your guarantees, then she's yours. Well, gentlemen, I have decided. The next Sunday, my daughter Catherine will marry you. Marry you know. And the following Sunday, Bianca will marry you, if you can guarantee this. And if you can't, she'll marry Sir Gremio. And so, I bid you farewell and thank you both.
Farewell, good neighbors.
I have bluffed successfully without even a face card. I think I'll be able to do my master good. I see no reason why pretend licentio should have produced a father called pretend Vincentio, and that'll be a miracle.
Enough, you fiddler. You grow too forward, sir. Have you already forgotten how our sister Catherine thanked you for your insistence?
But this is not Catherine, the quarrels you know it all. This is the goddess of heavenly harmony. So once I spent an hour on my music, you can go have the same time as my lesson.
Ridiculous, man. You're not educated enough to know why music was invented in the first place. Wasn't it to refresh the mind of man after his daily labors and studies? So let me teach philosophy first. And when I take a break, you can come in with your harmony.
Boy, I wouldn't stand for these insults.
Why, gentlemen, you won't do me wrong in arguing over something that really is my decision. I am no schoolboy to be whipped and disciplined around. I won't be ordered about with hours and appointed schedules. I will learn my lessons as it pleases me. So, to cut off all this arguing, let's sit down and figure this out. You take your instrument and play a while. His lesson will be done before you've even tuned it.
And you'll stop his lesson once I'm in tune.
That will be never. Tune your instrument.
Now, where did we leave off?
Here, madam, here flowed the river Simois. Here was the Selgian land, and here stood the lofty palace of old Priam.
Translate them.
Hic ibat. As I have told you before, Simois, I am Lucentio, hic est, son of Vincentio of Pisa, Segia Tellus, disguised like this to win your love. Hic steterat, and the other Lucentio comes to woo you. Priami is my servant, Renin, Regia, pretending to be me. Celsa senis, so we can trick the foolish old Gremmy.
Madam, my instrument isn't tuned.
Oh, let's hear it. The high string's still out of tune.
Start over, man, and tune again.
Now let me see if I can translate them.
Hic ibat simois. I don't know you. Hic est sigia talis. I don't trust you. Hic steterat priami. Make sure he doesn't hear us. Regia. Don't presume anything. Celsa senis. Don't give up. Madam, now it's in tune.
All but the bass string.
The bass string is fine. It's this bass fill-in that's out of tune.
In time I may believe you, but I'm still doubtful.
Don't doubt me. Aeacus is the other name for the hero Ajax. It comes from his grandfather, Aeacus.
I must believe you because you're my teacher. Or else I promise you I would keep arguing. But let it go. Now, Letio, good teacher. I hope you've not been offended that I've been equally friendly towards both of you.
Boy, go take a walk and leave us alone for a while. I don't teach music for 3 people.
Are you strict, sir? Well, guess I have to wait then.
Madam, before you touch your instrument or learn the fingering, I must begin by teaching you the fundamentals of music, teaching you the scales. I have a method that's more effective and more pleasant than what any other teacher may use. Why, I learned my scales long ago. Still, read 4 times Shrew's scale.
I am the scale, the foundation of all harmony. A-Ray, to declare Hortensio's passion. B-Me, Bianca, take him for your husband. C-Fa, he loves you with all his affection. D-Sol-Re, I have 1 key, but only 2 notes. You call this a scale? I don't like it. I'm not so foolish as to want to replace your true methods.
Mistress, your father asked that you leave your books and help decorate your sister's room. You know, tomorrow is the wedding day.
Farewell, sweet teachers, but I must go.
Wait, mistress. I guess I have no reason to stay any longer then.
But I have a reason to examine this know-it-all teacher more closely. I think he looks like he's in love, but if Bianca is to fall for every false man she sees, then let him have it. If I ever catch her being unfaithful, I'll get even with her by loving someone else.
Sir Lucentio, this is the day appointed for Catherine and Petruchio to be married. But I haven't heard from my son-in-law at all. What will people say? Such a mockery it will be to have the priest here, ready to perform the marriage ceremony, and be missing the bridegroom. What does Lucentio have to say about our shame?
The shame is all mine. I was forced to oppose my own heart and give my hand to that boorish fickle madman who would in a hurry and means to marry at his leisure. He wants to be known as this cheerful libertine. So, he'll woo 1,000 women, invite friends, set the marriage date, and make a public announcement. But he has no intention of actually getting married. Now, everyone must point at poor Catherine and say, look, there goes mad Petruchio's wife. If only he could be bothered to come and marry her.
Be patient, good Catherine, and you too, Baptista. I swear Petruchio means well, despite whatever may be keeping him from honoring his word. Though he is rude, he is exceedingly wise. Though he's a joker, he's still an honest man.
I wish that I had never seen him though.
Go, girl. I just can't blame you for weeping now. Such an insult would even offend a saint, let alone an impatient shrew like you.
Master! Master! I have news! Old news! I
and such news that you never heard before.
You have news that's both old and new? How can that be?
Why? Isn't it news that Petruchio's coming?
Is he here?
Why, no, sir.
What then?
He is coming.
When will he be here?
When he starts where I am and sees you there.
But tell us, what is your old news?
Well, Petruchio is coming in a new hat and old jacket, a pair of old pants turned inside out, broken suspenders holding them up, and a pair of old boots, one of them buckled and the other laced. He has an old rusty sword from the town armory with a broken hilt and no scabbard. He's riding on a lame horse, an old mountain saddle. His saddle strap is patched up and his tail strap is velvet, and here and there held together with thread.
Who's with him?
Oh, sir, just his servant, who's dressed up like a horse, with a linen stocking on one leg and a big woolen sock on the other, and a pair of red and blue garters, and an old hat with some crazy decoration on it in the place of feather. He's dressed up like a monster, a total monster, not at all like a proper Christian page or a gentleman's servant.
He has some plan dressing up like this. But he often does dress casually.
I'm glad he's coming. However, he might be dressed.
Why, sir, he's not coming.
Didn't you say he was coming?
Who? Petruchio?
Yes, that Petruchio was coming.
No, sir. I said that his horse was coming with him on his back.
Why? That's the same thing.
No, sir. I'll bet you a penny. A horse and a man are not the same and not too different.
You're very welcome, sir.
And yet, I didn't come well.
And yet, you aren't limping.
And not as well dressed as I wish you would be.
Even if my clothes are better, I would still rush in like this. But where is Kate? Where's my love? How is my father-in-law? Gentlemen, you all seem to be frowning. Why is this fine gathering of people all staring as with something strange? A comet or a natural phenomena?
Why, sir? You know this is your wedding day. First we were sad because we thought that you wouldn't come, but now we are saddened to see that you've come so unprepared. And for God's sake, remove this disgraceful costume. It's a disgrace to your social rank and an eyesore to the solemn ceremony.
And tell us, what sent you so late for your wedding and sent you here dressed so unprepared?
It would be a tedious story to tell and a rough one to hear. Suffice it to say, I have come to keep my promise, though I must deviate from it some. I will explain all this to your satisfaction later. But where is Kate? Morning is passing and it's time we go to the church.
Don't go see your bride in this disgraceful outfit. Go to my room and put on some of my clothes.
I'll visit her like this.
But surely, you won't marry her like this.
I swear I will, so let's stop talking about it. She's marrying me, not my clothes.
If I could change my bad qualities as quickly as I could change out of these ugly clothes, it would be good for Kate and better for myself. Grab your.
He has some plan dressing up like this. It's possible. I'll try to persuade him to put on something better before going to the church.
And I will too, and see how this turns out.
And we also hope that you are refreshed after eating the snacks. Please switch your phones off again, sit back and watch the second half of the Shrew will be tamed or not.
Oh, Curtis! A cars! On all time! Worthless horses on all crazy masters and on all bad roads! Was ever a man beaten as much as me? Was ever a man so weary? I have been sent ahead to make a fire, and they are coming afterwards is a better man than I would catch a call. Hey! Hello! Curtis!
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it who calls so coldly?
A piece of ice. If you doubt me, try it out. You could slide from my shoulder to my heel, and just after a step from my head to my neck. Start a fire, good Curtis!
And my master and mistress coming from here.
Oh yes, Curtis, yes! And they need a fire, and leave on the water!
Is she as fiery as the Shrew, as she's reported to be?
She was, good Curtis, before this frost. You know how winter tames a man, woman, and a beast. So, it tamed my old master, new mistress, and myself, good colleague Curtis.
So you're the beast, and I'm your colleague. I don't think so. Away with you, you tiny fool.
But are you going to make a fire, or will I have to complain to you about your mistress? Now that she's at hand, you'll soon feel her hand. And you'll find it cold and comfort if you're slow in warming us up.
There's a fire ready. Please tell me the news, good Ramya.
Where is the cook? Is the supper ready? Is the floor covered? Is the carpet swept up? Are the serving men wearing their white stocking? Is everything in order?
Everything is in order. Please tell me the news, good Ramya.
First of all, my horse is tired. My master and my mistress are falling out.
How?
Out of the saddles and into the dirt. That's a long story.
Oh, let's hear it, good Ramya.
Lean close and I'll tell you.
Here.
There!
That's to feel the story, not to hear it.
That's why it's a sentence of story. I was just knocking to see whether your ears will listen. Now I begin. We came down a muddy hill. My master riding behind my mistress.
Both on one horse.
What's the difference?
Why your horse?
Then why don't you tell me the story? If you hadn't interrupted me, you would have heard about how the horse fell with her under it and how she was covered with mud. And how my master left her with the horse on top of her and beat me because her horse stumbled. And how she waited for the dog to pull him off of me. And how peaceful and how she prayed. She had never prayed before. And how I yelled and how the hurt, but which now will be forgotten. And you'll go ignorant to your grave.
It sounds like he's more of a Shrew than she is.
Yes, and you and everyone else will find that out when he comes home. But wait, why am I talking about this? Colatini and Joseph, Peter and Nicholas and all the rest. Make sure their hair is slicked and combed. Their coats are brushed and their garters are normal looking and matching. Have them do their elaborate grading and not dare to touch a hair of the master horse's tail unless they have to hands. Are all they ready?
Yes, they are ready.
Call them in.
Hey, do you hear that? You must greet the master mistress.
Why? She has her own face.
Who said that she didn't?
You did, it seems.
I mean that they should give her credit.
Why? She's not coming to borrow money from us.
Welcome home, Gramya.
How's it going, Ramya?
Ramyo, my friend.
How's it going, old boy?
Welcome to you. Hey, to you, my friend. To you. Now, my dapper companions. Is everything neat and ready?
Everything's ready. How far away is our master?
He is probably so good.
Where are those villains? What? There's no man at the door to help me off my horse and put him at the stable? Where Nathaniel, Gregory, and Philip?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here, sir. Here, sir. Here, sir. These stupid block-headed servants. What? I'll get no service from you, no respect, no duty. And where's that foolish villain I sent ahead of me?
Here, sir. And just as foolish as I was before.
You stupid bumpkin! Didn't I tell you to meet me outside and bring these idiot rascals along with you? Go, idiots, go! And fetch me my supper! Where is the life I used to live? Where are those? Foster! Come, sit down and make yourself at home. Food! Now I say, be happy, good sweet kid. Get my boots off, you dog! You villain! Now! Damn you, you rogue! You're twisting my foot up! Take that and do better with the other one. Can I get some water here? Boy, where's my spaniel Julius? Go tell my cousin Ferdinand that he must come here. He's a gentleman you must meet. Where are my slippers? Can I get some water here, please? Now wash and make yourself at home. You bastard villain! Are you really going to spill it?
Calm down, please. It was an accident.
He's a stupid block-headed servant, Catherine. Sit down. You must be hungry. Will you say grace, or shall I? What is this? Meat?
Yes.
And who brought it?
I did.
It's burnt! And so is the rest of it. These dog servants. What? Don't you know I don't like my meat overcooked? Yeah, take it back.
Please, don't be so upset. The meat was fine. If you would have accepted it.
It was burnt and dried up. For me, it creates choler and makes me angry. It's probably better that we both shall go hungry, since we're both hot-headed and temperamental. Come, Kate, let me show you to your bridal room.
Peter, did you ever see the likes of this?
He seduces her by acting like her.
Where is he? In her room, teaching her about self-control. But Gogo is coming.
I've begun my reign in this cunning way, and I hope to be successful. My falcon is now unfed and hungry, and she won't eat until she submits to my authority. Or else, she'll just have to ignore my bait. I also have another plan to tame my wild hawk and make her recognize her owner's call. That is, I'll keep her away from sleeping, just like trainers do with falcons that flap and flutter and won't be obedient. The result will be that she'll stay awake all night, and if she nods off, I'll scold and rant and keep her awake with my yelling. This is how to kill your wife, with kindness. If anyone else knows a better way to tame a shrew, speak up now. I'd appreciate the help.
Well, my dear friend Lydia, that Bianca could prefer another man over me, I tell you, sir, she's been very friendly towards me. Sir, to prove to you what I said, stand by right here and watch how that fellow teaches her.
now, mistress, have you been making progress in your studies?
What are you studying, teacher? First, answer me that.
I study what I teach, the art of love.
And may you prove, sir, to be the master of your art.
While you, sweet dear, prove to be the mistress of my heart.
How quickly he earns his degree. Now, tell me, please, what just happened? I thought you saw your mistress Bianca loved no one in the world better than Vicencio.
Oh, spiteful love, faithless women's side. I tell you, Litio, it's incredible.
Let me repeat myself. I am not Litio. I'm not a musician either. I refuse to continue with this guise. For a woman who choose a low-class man over a gentleman like me. No, sir, that I am called Hortensio.
So Hortensio, I have often seen your sincere affection for Bianca, but now that I've seen with my own eyes that she's been unfaithful, I will join you if you like in rejecting Bianca and her love forever.
I wish all the world but him would reject her, so that she would have no one but a poor school teacher to accept her as a wife. But as for me, I plan to keep my promise. I plan to marry a wealthy widow, for 3 days have passed. She has been in love with me for as long as I've been pursuing this proud, disdainful woman. From now on, kindness in women and not their beauty shall win my love. I am resolved to keep my promise, Sir Vicencio, and I bid you farewell.
Miss Bianca may be blessed with all the good fortune you deserve. But I have caught you napping, my dear. With Hortensio and I have rejected you.
You're joking, Trainio. But have you both really given me up?
Mistress, we have.
Then we have gotten rid of Litio.
Yes, now he'll have a lively widow for himself. He claims he will woo her and marry her in a day.
God, give him joy.
Yes, and he will tame her.
Did he say that, Trainio?
Well, he's going off to the taming school.
The taming school? What? Is there such a place?
Yes, mistress. Petruchus is headmaster. He teaches suitable tricks to tame a shrew and her chattering tongue.
Master! Master! I will watch you for a long time. But I'm so tired. But at last, I spied a good old fellow coming down the hill.
Will he be on the low?
Master! I'm not sure if he's a merchant or a schoolmaster. But he looks well dressed and all to be Lucentio's father.
And what will you do with him, Tranio?
If he is gullible enough and believes my story, then I will make him happy to pretend to be Vicencio and vouch for your marriage to Baptista Minola as if he were the real Vicencio. Take her and leave this to me.
Hello and God bless you, sir.
And to you too, sir, welcome. Is this your destination or are you going further?
Yes, sir. This is my destination for a week or two. But then I'll go as far as Rome and then to Tripoli, if the God is willing.
Where are you from, sir, if I might ask you?
From Mantua, sir.
From Mantua, sir? And you have come to Padua? Are you so careless with your life?
God forbid. My life, sir? What do you mean? That sounds serious.
It's death to anyone who comes from Mantua to Padua. Don't you know, sir? The Duke has proclaimed openly. There's a private quarrel between him and your Duke. It's amazing that you still don't know. Or maybe you just came. Or else you would have heard proclaimed all around town.
Alas, sir! I have money orders from Florence and I must deliver them here.
So, I'll do you a favor, help you out, and give you some advice. But first tell me, have you ever been to Pisa?
Oh, sir, I always been to Pisa. Pisa, famous for its serious citizen.
Do you know one of those citizens called Vicencio?
I don't know him, sir, but I heard of him. A merchant of incomparable wealth?
Well, he's my father, and to be honest, you look a little bit like him.
As much as an apple looks like an oyster. But that's no matter.
Sir, I'll do you a favor.
and help you out in this dangerous situation. Indeed, you would consider yourself lucky to resemble Serpent Saintship. You will assume his name and reputation and stay in my house as a guest. This way you can stay in the city as long as you finished your business. If this is kindness, accept it, sir. Oh, sir, I will, and always consider you as a saver of my life and liberty. Oh, by the way, sir, I should tell you, my father is expected here any day from now to come vouch for my marriage. The marriage contract is between me and the daughter of a man called Baptista Minola, who lives here. I'll instruct you about the other details later. Come with me and we'll get you some new clothes.
No, I swear I can't. He'll kill me.
The more I suffer, the angrier he seems to get. What? Did he marry me to starve me? Even beggars who come to my father's door get money when they ask for it. Or else, they seek charity elsewhere. But I, who never learned to beg or never needed to beg, I'm starved for food and dizzy with lack of sleep, kept awake by curses and fed only with arguing. But what puzzles me more than all these troubles, is that he does it under the pretense of perfect love. He acts as if I get sick or die right away if I were to sleep or eat. Please, good Romeo, get me some food. I don't care what it is, as long as it's filling.
What do you say to an ox's foot?
It sounds excellent. Please let me have it.
I'm afraid it's choleric and will make you angry. What do you say to a fat cow's stomach well broiled?
It sounds good, Romeo. Bring it to me.
I'm afraid it's choleric too. What do you say to a little piece of meat with mustard?
I like that very much, good Romeo.
But the mustard's a bit too hot.
Why then the meat? Leave the mustard off.
Certainly not. You'll get no meat from Romeo unless you have the mustard.
Go, get out, you what? Deceitful slave! You feed me only with the names of meat! Curse you and the entire pack of you who rejoice in my misery!
What, sweetheart? Why so dejected? Mistress, how are you?
Indeed, as bad as can be.
Here, love. See how diligent I am. I prepared this meat for you myself and brought it to you. I'm sure this kindness deserves your thanks. What? Not even a word? Well, then I guess you don't like it and all my work was for nothing. Yeah, take the dish away.
No, please, don't take it away.
Even the poorest service is repaid with thanks. And mine will be too, before you touch the meat.
I thank you, sir.
Shame on you, Sir Petruchio. Come, Mrs. Kate, I'll join you. Do me a favor, Hortensio, and eat it up all by yourself. May do your gentle heart much. Eat quickly, and then we'll party at your father's house with silken coats and caps and golden rings. What? Have you already finished? The tailor is waiting to dress you in ruffled finery. Come, tailor, let's see what you have. Who are you, sir, and what do you want?
Here's the cap your worship asked for.
What? This must have been modeled on a porridge bowl. Yeah, take it back and let me see a bigger one.
I don't want a bigger one. This one agrees with the present fashion, and all gentlewomen wear caps like this.
Well, once you are gentle, you can have one too, but not before.
Why, sir? I trust that I'm allowed to speak, and speak I will. I'm no child, no infant. Better men than you have heard me speak my mind. But if you cannot endure it, then you'd better stop up your ears. My tongue must express the anger of my heart, or else my heart will burst from trying to contain it all. So I'll speak as freely as I like, no matter what.
Now your gown. Why, yes, sailor, let us see it. God have mercy! What is this costume? A snip here and a snip there, a cut here and a slash there. What the hell do you call this, tailor?
I see that she's likely to have nor a cap nor a gown.
You told me to make it properly and well, according to the current fashion.
Indeed I did, but I didn't ask you to make a mockery of the current fashion. Hop on home. For you must hop on without my money, sir. Take it back and do whatever you want with it. Catherine, we go to your father's house in our plain, respectable clothes. Our purses will be proud, but our clothes will be poor. It's the mind that makes the body rich. Therefore, you aren't any less precious because of your poor clothes or your lowly attire. I think it's about 7 o'clock right now, so we might get there by lunchtime.
I dare say, sir, that it's almost 2 o'clock. And it'll be dinner time by the time we get there.
It'll be 7 o'clock before I get on any horse. Whatever I say, do, or think, you're still contradicting it. Sirs, never mind. I won't go today. I won't go until it's the day I say this. Yeah!
Why? This gentleman wants to command even the sun.
Yes, of course. Unless I'm mistaken. Sir Baptista might remember me. Sir Vincentio, where we both stayed at Pegasus in Genoa nearly 20 years ago.
Very good. Now keep playing your part. Act as respectful as a father should be.
I swear, I will. But here comes your boy. He must learn his lines.
Oh, don't worry about him. We are not a boy. Now play your part well. Imagine, this is the real Vincentio.
Don't worry about me.
But have you delivered the news to Baptista?
I told him that your father was in Venice and you expected him in Padua too.
You're a fine fellow. Here, have a drink on me. Sir Baptista's coming. Look appropriately serious, sir. Sir Baptista, it is good to see you. Sir, this is the gentleman I told you about. Now please be a good father to me and give me Bianca for my inheritance.
Quite, sir. Sir, if I may. Having coming to Padua to collect some debts. My son, Lucentio, made me aware of the deep love between your daughter and my son. Because of the good reports I heard of you. And for the sake of the love between your daughter and my son, I am glad to have him matched. And if you also approve the marriage, then you'll find me ready and willing to consent your daughter's betrothal. I won't be fuzzy about the details with you, Sir Baptista, for I respect you.
Sir, it is indeed true that your son Lucentio here loves my daughter and she loves him, unless they are good at pretending. Your son will marry my daughter with my consent.
I thank you, sir. Where is the best place to draw up the necessary documents and settle this matter?
Not in my house, Lucentio, for you know that I have many servants who might eavesdrop, and little pitchers have big ears, as they say. And besides, old Gremio is always hanging out, so we might be interrupted.
Why? Then let's go to my lodging if you like. That's where my father is staying. And tonight we can complete our transactions privately there. Send your servant for Bianca, and I will send my boy to fetch the notary right away. The only bad thing is that at such a short notice, we'll only be able to offer you a small meal.
That sounds good to me. Cambio, hurry home and tell Bianca to get ready right away. And if you want to, tell her what has happened. Lucentio's father has arrived in Padua, and now she's likely to be Lucentio's wife.
With all my heart I pray to the God that she will.
Oh, don't worry about the gods. Go about your business. Sir Baptista, shall I lead the way? Welcome, sir. We'll only have one course to feed you, but we'll make up for it in pizza. Come, sir.
I'll follow you. Cambio,
What is it, Biondolo?
did you see my master winking and laughing at you?
What about it?
Well, nothing. But he left me behind to explain the meaning of his signs and signals.
Please, explain that.
It's like this. Baptista is safely taken care of. He's talking to the pretend father of the pretend son.
And what else?
You are to bring his daughter to dinner.
Okay, and then?
Though Teresa St. Luke's is at your service and all ours.
And what of all this?
I am not sure, except that they're busy with the fake marriage contract. Go, get exclusive rights on that girl. Go to the church, take a priest, a clerk, and some honest enough witnesses. If this isn't what you've been waiting for, I have nothing more to say. But bid Bianca's farewell forever.
Do you hear
I
that?
can't linger. My master instructed me to his church and the priest to be ready in anticipation of your arrival with your better half.
I may, and I will. If she agrees, she will be pleased. Then why am I doubtful?
Let's continue on to your father's house. Good Lord, the moon is so bright and beautiful tonight.
The moon? That's the sun. There's no moonlight now.
I say it's the moon that shines so bright.
But I noticed the sun that shines so bright.
Now, I swear by my mother's son, and that's myself, it'll be a moon, star, or anything I want it to be before we'll continue on to your father's house. Go and bring our horses back. I'm constantly being contradicted and nothing but contradicted. Say what he wants you to say, or we'll never go.
Let's keep going, dear, since we've come this far already. And it can be the moon, or the sun, or whatever you like. If you want to go into tea candle, no, I swear to me, it will be a tea candle.
I say it's the moon.
I know, it is the moon.
No, you're a liar. It's the blessed sun.
Then God be blessed, it's a blessed sun. But it's not the sun when you say it isn't, and the moon changes with your mind. Whatever you name it, that's what it will always be for Kathleen.
Trusha, let's go on. You won the boy. Well, forward then. This is how things should go. Smooth and straight. But wait, someone's coming. Well, good morning, gentle mistress. Where are you off to? Tell me, sweet Kate, have you ever seen a healthier-looking young lady? Look how the shades of white and red do battle in her cheeks. And what star in heaven sparkles with as much beauty as the two eyes in her heavenly face? Sweet Kate, embrace her for her beauty's sake. He'll make the man go crazy, pretending that he's a woman.
Young budding maiden, fair and fresh and sweet, where are you off to? And where is your home? Happy are the parents of such a fair child.
Why? What's going on, Kate? I hope you haven't gone crazy. This is a man, old, faded, withered, and wrinkled, not a girl, as you say.
Pardon me, sir. My eyes were so blinded by the sun that everything looks young and fresh. But now I see that you are a respectable old gentleman. Please, sir, pardon me for my crazy mistake.
Do pardon her, good old grandfather, and tell us which you're off to. If you're going the same way we are, we'd be glad to have your company.
Well, fair, sir. And you, my cheerful mistress, you have surprised me with your strange behavior. But no, my name is Vincentio, my home is Pisa, and I'm headed for Padua. I'm going to visit my son, who I haven't seen in a long time.
What's his name?
Lucentio, gentle sir.
Why, what a happy coincidence, and even happier for your son. Now, I can legally call you father. This gentlewoman here is my wife, and her sister is now married to your son. Don't be surprised. His wife has a good reputation, a wealthy dowry, and a noble bloodline. She has all the qualities to make a spouse for any noble gentleman. Now, let me embrace you, Vincentio, and then we will go out of our way and meet your honest son. He'll be overjoyed to see you.
But is all this true? or you're having fun like silly travelers and playing jokes on people who you meet along the way?
I assure you, Father, it's true.
Come and see the truth for yourself.
Well, Petruchio, this has been encouraging to me. I will now go to my widow, and if she is being stubborn, you taught me how to tame her by being even more difficult than she is.
Quickly and quietly, sir. The priest is ready.
I'm hurrying right now. You should go home. They might need you there.
No, sir, I'll see you safely to church and hurry back to my masters.
I'm surprised Kathy hasn't come by all this time.
Yes, sir. This is the door. This is the Stancher's house. My father-in-law's house lies in a marketplace, and that's where I'm off to. And here I leave you, sir.
You must have a drink before you go. I think I can welcome you on my son's behalf, and it's likely that some entertainment is being prepared in.
Knock louder. They're busy inside.
Who's that trying to break down the door?
Is Sir Essential inside, sir?
He's inside, sir, but he can't be bothered right now.
What if a man were to bring him a couple of £100 to have fun with?
Keep your 100 pounds to yourself. He won't need anything as long as I'm alive. See, I told you your son was well taken care of in Padua, but jokes aside, do you hear me, sir? Please tell Sir Lucentio and his father has come from Pisa to meet him. You are lying! His father has only come to Padua, and here he's looking out the window.
Are you his father?
Yes, sir. Why? This is downright criminal to take on another man's name. Arrest this villain. I believe he means to cheat in the city while pretending to be me.
Come here, you villain!
I don't have to obey you, sir.
You know what? Have you forgotten me?
Forgotten you, sir? No, but I've never seen you in my life before.
What? You foul villain? Did you never see your master's father? Vincentio!
What, my old respectable master? There he is, looking out the window.
Is that so?
Help! 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 There's a madman trying to murder me!
Hands up, hands up, Augustus.
Come, Kate. Let's stand aside and watch all this play out.
Who is that? Who presumes to beat my servant?
Who am I, sir? Who are you, sir, by the immortal gods? Oh, you villain! I'm ruined, I'm ruined. While I played thrifty father at home, my son and my servant have spent all my money at the university.
What's going on? What's the matter?
What? Is the man a lunatic?
Sir, from your clothes, you seem to be a wise, respectable gentleman. But from your words, you seem to be a madman. Why, sir, what is it to you if I should wear pearls or gold? Thanks to my good father, I can afford.
Your father. Oh, you villain, your father is a sailmaker in Bergamo.
You're mistaken, sir, you're mistaken. Please tell me what you think his name is.
His name? As if I didn't know his name. I raised him ever since he was 3 years old, and his name is Strenio.
Now, bear with me, bad fool. His name is Lucentio, my only son, and heir to all the land owned by me, Vincentio.
Vincentio? Oh, he's murdered his master? Arrest him! I'll charge in the Duke's name. Oh, my son, my son. Tell me, you villain, where is my son Lucentio?
Call an officer. Take this mad fool to jail.
Take me to jail? This is how strangers are mistreated and abused. Oh, you monstrous villain!
Oh, there he is. Deny him. Swear that you don't know him or we're completely undone.
Forgive me, sweet father.
Is my sweet son alive?
Forgive me, dear father.
Why? What have you done wrong? Where is Lucentio? Here is Lucentio, the real son of the real Vincentio. I made your daughter mine by marriage while you were tricked by false appearance.
A conspiracy! A total conspiracy that deceives us all!
Where is that damn villain Trino who bullied and defied me about this?
Why? Tell me though. Isn't this my daughter's tutor, Cambio?
Cambio has become Lucentio.
No, I'll slit the nose of that villain who tried to send me to jail.
What? Is this true, sir? That your son has married my daughter without asking my permission?
Don't worry, Baptista. We will satisfy you. You'll see. But I will go inside and get some revenge for this villain.
And I will do. And see how deep this villainy turns out to be. Don't look so pale, Bianca. Your father won't be upset with you.
I'm all out of luck now, but I'll go in with the rest. The only thing I can hope for now is a share in the feast.
Husband, let's follow them and see how this turns out. Come, Kate, let's go. It's better late than never, for never's too late. It's taken a long time, but at last we have all been reconciled. Now that the raging war is over, it's time to smile at our past dangers and differences. Sweet Bianca, welcome my father, while I with equal kindness welcome yours. Brother Petruchio, Sister Catherine, and you Hortensio with your loving widow, dine with the best of them. Welcome to my house. Please sit down, for now we sit to chat as well as to eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
Padua can afford this pleasant lifestyle, Master Petruchio.
Padua contains nothing that isn't pleasant. For both our sakes, I hope that's true. Now I swear, Hortensio fears his widow. Don't worry, I'm not afraid of him. You're a very sensible lady, but you mistook what I meant. I meant that Hortensio fears you. He was dizzy, thinks the world spins round. Well said.
Mistress, what did you mean by that?
Your husband, that's what I conceive of Petruchio. She conceives by me. And what does Hortensio think of that?
My widow means that's how she understands you.
Good job fixing that.
He who is dizzy thinks the world spins round. Please tell me what you meant by that.
Your husband was to live with the Shrew, projects his own troubles onto my husband. And now you know my meaning.
Very mean.
Right, because I mean you.
And I demean myself by paying you any attention.
Get her, good! Well, she has escaped me. Sir Tranio, you two aimed at Bianca, though you missed. So here's a toast to all who have shot and missed.
Sir, Lucentio just let me off his leash, like a greyhound. I did the running, but the cat was for my master.
In all seriousness, though, my son Petruchio, I think you have the biggest shrew of all.
Well, I have to disagree, but let's have some proof. Each one of us should send for his wife, and the most obedient and the one who comes immediately shall win.
Sounds good. What's the bet?
20 crowns.
20 crowns? I'd bet that much on my hawk or my hound, but I'd bet 20 times more on my wife.
100 then.
Agreed. It's a bet. Let's do it.
Who should begin?
Beyond alone, boy. Go tell your Mistress Bianca to come to me right away.
I go.
Son, I'll take half your bet that Bianca comes.
I don't want any halves. I'll bear it all myself. Well, what's the news?
So, my mistress says to tell you that she's busy. She cannot come.
What? She's busy and she cannot come. Is that her answer?
Yes, and a kind one at that.
something better, beyond all boy, go ask my wife to come to me right away.
Oh, ask her, but then she has to come.
I'm afraid no matter what you do, sir, your wife won't let herself be asked for anything. Now, where's my wife?
She says you must be playing some kind of joke. She will not come. She says you to come to her.
Worse and worse. Oh, it's wild, intolerable, not to be endured. Grumio, go tell your mistress that I command her to come to me.
I know what her answer will be.
What?
She will not.
Well, that'll be worse for me and an end to the matter.
Now by all that's holy, here comes Katharina.
What is your will, sir, that you sent for me?
Where's Hortensio's wife and your sister?
They sit talking by the fire.
Please bring them in. Here is a miracle. If we are speaking of miracles, so it is.
I wonder what it means.
Well, it means peace and love and a quiet life and authority commanding proper respect. And in brief, everything sweet and happy.
Well, you may have good fortune, good Petruchio. You've won the bet, and I'll add 20,000 crowns to your 2 months' losses.
Wait, I win the bet even more completely. I want to show signs of Catherine's newly made virtue and obedience. Here she comes, bringing your willful wife along with her. Catherine, that hat of yours does not look good. Stop on it.
Lord, don't let me ever be brought to such a silly state of affairs where someone could treat me like that.
For shame, what kind of disobedience do you call this? I wish your obedience was just as foolish, fair Bianca. Your wisdom has cost me 100 crowns since dinner time. But you're the bigger fool for betting money on my obedience. Catherine, tell these headstrong women about obedience.
Come on, you're joking. She won't tell us anything.
I say she will, and begin with her.
She won't.
I say that she will, and first begin with her.
For shame. Don't furrow your brow or glare so scornfully to try and wound the man who is your lord, your king, and your governor. It tarnishes your beauty like frost blights the meadows and ruins your reputation like a strong wind shaking a flower bud. In no sense whatsoever is it appropriate or pleasant. A woman owes her husband the same obedience that a subject owes to his prince. And when she is stubborn, sullen, and sad, and not obedient to his honest will, power, and supremacy, when they are obliged to serve, love, and obey. You weak, willful worms. My mind was just as arrogant as yours. My courage just as great. My wit perhaps even better when it came to tossing words back and forth and exchanging frowns for frowns. But now I see that our swords are only straws. So humble your pride, for it's useless.
Why, that's a good girl. Come on, Kate.
Well, what do you know, old boy? You've done it.
Good to hear. Children being obedient.
And as a winner, I bid you good night.
Well, go on. You've tamed a terrible shrew. And it's a miracle that she could be tamed like that.
This calls for a celebration. Clear the chairs and play the music. Tina.
Sir Baptista, the man who suffered the most, played by Laksh and Sayansh.
Was there ever a man who suffered like we do?
Sir Vincentio, the wrongly accused father, played by Krishna.
The merchant who was unknowingly dragged into this whole mess, played by Samya. Alas, sir, I have money orders from Florence and I must deliver them here. I'm late.
Played by Hitaishi, Geeta and Siddharth.
Beyond a lie.
As much as an apple.
Looks like an oyster.
But that's no matter.
Other servants, played by Krishna, Palak and Siddharth.
Master and mistress, played by Chris and Reshmika.
You didn't get beaten up at all.
Curtis, the overexcited servant, played by Manognya.
Who is it who calls so coldly? Hortensio, the happy-go-lucky man, played by Setrika and Hasita.
I am not Lydia, and nor am I a musician. No, sir, that we are called Hortensio.
How could you forget me?
Hortensio's wife, the bold and arrogant woman, played by Falak.
Lucentio, the tutor of love, played by Janvi Iyer and Ishan.
We study what we teach.
The art of love. The fair, virtuous, and ever so obedient Bianca, played by Janvi Gehlot and Sia.
I won't stand for that. I'm not only made of obedience.
The principal of the Taming school. Guess who?
Petrusha! This is how to tame your wife with kindness.
And now by all this holy, here comes Kate, played by Anaga, Wangmai and Reshmika.
Those who talk about us call us Catherine.
We thank Nirmala teacher and Suresh sir for making this play possible. We thank Jyotsna Subramaniam teacher for spending many sleepless nights formatting our script. We thank Basava sir and Sambat sir for the light setup. We thank Jyotsna teacher and Lakshmi teacher for stitching our costumes. Madhavi teacher and other teachers for our hair and makeup. Gautam sir and Tapati teacher for the set designs. Vijay uncle for advertising and contributing to our play. Bruno sir for his help in acting and direction. We owe special thanks to Tim sir, Tim sir, Chris, Soham, Siddharth and Ishan for putting We thank them for putting together such amazing
music for our play, and we thank Tim Sir for his help in choreographing.
Asmita teacher, who didn't give up and held all our acts together, even after seeing us Last but not least, we thank Sivapriya teacher for giving up her precious main lesson for our games classes.
And also, we thank her for motivating us and getting us back even after the worst of times. And we thank all of you, grandparents,